Hello, my name is Ross and I play the drums for the band Gerry Son, the Smokin Gun. I'm currently in our studio right now and I'm going to give you a very quick tour of the current drum kit setup and cymbal setup that I use, and also a look at some of the percussion instruments that we've used on recent tracks that we've released. So this here is the drum kit that I use. It is a Tama Superstar Hyperdrive drum kit and it consists of a 20-inch bass drum, a 12-inch rack tom and a 16-inch floor tom. All of the cymbals that I'm currently using are by Soultone. And to start off with the hi-hats, I'm using 14-inch Natural Series hi-hats. The first crash cymbal is an 18-inch Natural Series crash, which is topped with an 8-inch Extreme Splash cymbal. The ride cymbal is a 21-inch Extreme Ride, and next to that is a 19-inch Extreme Crash, which is topped with a 6-inch Extreme Splash cymbal. I'm also using a little homemade stack cymbal that I've used, which is basically just two 10-inch Extreme China cymbals that are stacked on top of each other and gives quite a nice trashy sound. So coming in behind the drum kit now, you see the pedal that I use is a Pearl Eliminator Redline, just a single pedal. And I'll try and get a good view of the snare drum, which is probably my favourite part of the kit. And that is a Ludwig 1990s Acrolite snare drum, which is a 14 by 5 inch. And I'm also using this little drum module, which is a Yamaha EAD-10 electronic acoustic drum module, which is an absolutely fantastic bit of kit that I just recently got. And that basically clips onto the bass drum here, and there's two microphones inside it, and it also acts as a bass drum trigger. And just over here on the snare I have another trigger, which is all going through the Yamaha EAD-10, which allows me to get some really nice sounds from the drum kit. Also using a number of different microphones as well, and some overheads, just to get a full sound when we're recording and when we're practicing. Down here I've also got a little tablet that I'm using to play music through and also to record on, so it's a great little setup we've got here. This is another snare drum that I use sometimes, and it is a 13 by 3 Ludwig Maple Piccolo snare, which is topped with an Evans head right here. It's a lovely little snare drum. There's a really high pitched sort of cracking noise off it. So I use that now and again. I think we used this on Liver Tonight, which is from the Song Like This EP. That was one of the snare drums that I used for that song. This is another snare drum that I use. It is a 14 by 8 acrylic snare drum by Natal. I believe this is the only snare drum that I used on the most recent album, Cheap Dirty Love, which, you know, sounded really good, certainly for a sort of cheaper snare drum. And it's topped at the minute with a Kyo snare tambourine, which sounds really good as well. So here I have a number of percussion instruments that we've used on recent tracks. The first one is this small Tibetan singing bowl, which we used alongside these Tibetan bells, and all of these were used in the recent steel acoustic track, which we all recorded from home. I also used this little 8-inch Remo frame drum, along with a LP jam block and a tambourine as well. So that's just some of the percussion instruments that we've used. So now I'll let you hear what the drum kit sounds like. And that's it. That is all the gear that I'm using in the studio right now, so thanks for watching.